Okay, so something I just learned going through the piece that time is that sometimes in Dorian keys and Dorian pieces, when you're doing that chord progression going down and that section repeats again, sometimes it works to go to this chord, which in this case would be your D, if I can put this in. There we go. Okay, so it's like your chord 6, I suppose, if you're thinking of it functionally. This would be chord 6 in the key of F sharp minor. So sometimes going to chord 6 on the repeat is nice. It doesn't really work very well here. Also, I'll let you hear where it usually goes and how you should be able to hear that it sort of clashes a wee bit. So we'll just take it from the second half. It doesn't really work, sure it doesn't, like, sometimes it sounds nice. It's not too bad. So it does harmonize the melody. But I think this chord does harmonize better, the F sharp, the chord 1. So sometimes you can use chord 6 in place of chord 1. 7, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 5. And then sometimes 6 sounds nice there. I'm just going to move my other camera a little. There we go. So, yeah, I'm in view a wee bit more. Okay, so we've got a good idea of what the chords are for this. It's Sean Ryan's tune, the Castle Jig. It's quite a well-known piece. I've heard it quite a few times. I haven't heard it in this key before, so it's kind of nice doing it in F sharp Dorian. But the chords are kind of very standard formulaic sort of progressions we can put in here. So we're going to have to try and, this can be sometimes harder to break through if you're trying to, come up with a unique or just a more characteristic or more individualistic approach. If you're doing something that's easily falls into the standard chord progressions, depending on when the tune is played during a session and how much alcohol may be consumed and where in the night it occurs, if you're tired or if it's at the start of the beginning, you might be feeling adventurous towards the end of the night and just think, I'll just play the standard chord progressions. Fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that, but we're going to see can we come up with something a wee bit more interesting than that, because then this would be the end of the lesson. That would be it. It's just what we've done. So we're going to try and come up with something. I have no idea what, but we're going to listen to it a few more times. I know it's going to have something to do with da 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 dum. That's about all I have in my head at the moment. it may just be a case of playing through it a couple of times just to see, you know, this is what's great about this app. If I show you guys, yeah, where I'm able just to select, you know, let's say this is the A section that I've put a wee split mark in, and I can just repeat that over and over, and I can move the split mark here. If I zoom in, I can grab hold of that and move that anywhere I want and put as many split marks as I like in the piece, and even extract that as a little file by itself and just practice that on its own. But I usually go for the repeat of the A section because it just sort of starts, you know, right at the right speed and everything. And again. So we'll just do that a couple of times. See, can we come up with something? Oh, might be something there. Okay, there's a couple of wee things I have there. Okay, well, there's a couple of wee things that just came a little bit, maybe a wee bit too easy. They mightn't gel. That's usually a warning sign for me anyway, guys. If I come up with something like, oh, that sort of came out of nowhere, it's probably because it doesn't sound good. So I just need to check that. Also, I'm going to check my levels just to see. I'm a little bit, maybe a wee bit too easy. Let me see. Okay, there's a couple of wee things I have there. I think my Bouzouki may be too loud, guys. Give me a sec here. Let me see. I'm just gonna turn up the fiddle a little. I think the fiddle's a wee bit quiet for me. Well, I can hear it here, but I'm not sure if you guys can hear it very well. So allow me just to turn up the computer audio and just go over that a wee bit more.